Hello, continuing on my previous video of entanglement entropy, where we have seen how to construct the ground state wave functional. And now that we have the ground state wave functional as psi 0 alpha x, this is integral phi of x comma minus infinity alpha x phi of x comma 0 d phi e raised to minus. This is what we have derived, and this we have seen is in this half plane, right? If this is Euclidean time, then this region gives the ground state wave function. Now we can construct from here the total full density matrix as psi 0 of some alpha 1 x conjugate psi 0 of alpha 2 x. So for this full density matrix, what we have done, we have taken the two copies of these planes, which means this and this. From minus infinity to 0, this region will give you this function, and 0 to infinity will give you this function. So alpha 2 lies at alpha 2 of x is phi of x comma 0 minus, and alpha 1 of x is phi of x comma 0 plus, right? So now if our region of interest is this much v, and this is outside minus v, complement of v, then to get the reduced density matrix, we should trace over all the degrees of freedom on minus v. So we should write this alpha 1 and alpha 2 as alpha 1 or 2. This is written as beta x. These beta functions are function which is non-zero only at minus v region, and these alpha 1 alpha 2 subscript v is non-zero only at inside our region of interest. So if we trace over all beta, we will get rid of all the degrees of freedom from outside or the unaccessible region. Then we will get reduced density matrix rho v is integral d beta psi 0 conjugate of beta plus alpha 1 v psi 0 of beta plus alpha 2 v, and this is a function of alpha 1 v alpha 1 v and alpha 2 v, right? So this is how we construct reduced density matrix. So since we have integrated over all beta, we are basically gluing these two surfaces on the minus v region. That is, this is glued here, this is discontinuity and glued. So this reduced density matrix is given everywhere here. Here discontinuous, here everywhere discontinuous. So this region is the cut in the space. So basically we have some space with a cut corresponding to our region of interest. So now the question is, how do we calculate entanglement entropy? So we use the replica trick, and for the replica trick we use the Rayleigh entropy. We use the formula minus del by del n of ln trace of rho n is equals to minus rho ln rho, and these all rows are reduced density matrix, or we should write it here as trace minus trace of rho v ln rho. Now this is our entanglement entropy. To directly calculate this ln rho, it is difficult. So that is why we take the power of reduced density matrix. And this, taking the powers of reduced density matrix, this method is called replica method. Why? Because suppose we need to calculate rho v square, right? Rho v square of alpha v1 and alpha v2. How do we calculate it? we will take two copies of this rho v and merge the end point of one to the beginning point of the other, which means d alpha prime v rho v alpha 1 v alpha, this is alpha 1 and this is alpha prime, and again rho v alpha prime v alpha 2 v. So this is how we calculate rho v square. And what we have done here pictorially, we have taken two replicas of the space with v cut here and v cut here. This is replica 1, this is replica 2. This is two copies. Since we are taking rho v square, so two copies. Now we have seen that alpha 2 lives in 0 minus. So here alpha 2 lives. And in the other copy alpha 2 is mapped. So this boundary, this boundary is mapped to this, and this boundary is mapped to this one. Right? Why? Because from here, see, the integration is over alpha prime, and alpha prime appears at alpha 2 location in the first replica and alpha 1 location at the second replica. And we are gluing over, this integration means we are gluing over the second boundary, or alpha 2. Alpha 2 means 0 minus boundary to the alpha 1. Alpha 1 means 0 plus, to the 0 plus boundary of the second replica. So these two boundaries are identified, which means if I start here and go this way, then I will come out of the second replica here, and if I go back in, I'll come out here and reach back to the same point. So this is obvious, right? We are making one circle and getting back to the same point. This is our starting point. But now what happens? What happens if we, instead of like this, we include the cut? So these are our region B, and this boundary is identified, and this boundary is identified. So we start here, go here, so we will come out from here, and instead of going back in this side only, we take a rotation and go back here. Now since we are now entering in this dot boundary, then we will come from here, then go back here. Now if we are including this cut, this is the singularity cut, then to reach back to the same point, we have to make two terms, which is 4 pi. So if we are including the cut in the two sheeted manifold, this is, since we are gluing two different manifolds around the cut, this is called two sheeted manifold. So in two sheeted manifold, if we include the singularity, then to get back to the same point, we have to rotate twice. Similarly, if we take here n powers, so this functional, the trace of this functional is called this Zn. Let's call this Zn is trace of rho v2, rho vn. Right? In this n sheeted manifold, to come back to the same point, you need an angle of 2 pi n. So this is how we construct reduced density matrix, and the trace of this is proportional actually, and to write the full trace of rho v raised to n is actually Zn by Z1 raised to n. This is the normalization factor to make the trace of rho v as 1, and this Zn is the partition function on n sheeted manifold. So having constructed this, we can now take its log of trace rho vn. This will be equals to ln Zn minus n ln Z1. Right? Now we need to calculate this n-sheeted partition function for any theory. So the exact result for free theory is available in some research papers, so that we can do in some later video. So thank you.